Hi, this is Asean Now and you're watching the Weekly Wrap. First up, the Malaysian police arrested 2 women linked to the assassination of North Korean leader Kim Jong-un's half-brother, Kim Jong-nam. Jong-nam died after the assailant splashed his face with chemical at the departure hall of KLIA-2 on Monday. He was headed for Macau at the time of the incident. Police are now looking for 4 men who were in the company of the 2 women at the airport. Next, at least 6 people were killed and over 100 injured when a powerful earthquake struck the island of Mindanao in the Philippines on February 10th. The 6.7 magnitude earthquake occurred at the depth of 10 kilometers and the epicenter was about 13 kilometers east of the city of Surigao. It caused damage to several buildings, power lines, and roads. Surigao's airport was also closed due to cracks on the runway. Over in Indonesia, the election race for Jakarta's governor is expected to go on to a second round after no candidate secured 50% of the votes. According to unofficial results at press time, Basuki Cahayapurnama or Ahok led the race with 42% of the votes, followed closely by former Education and Culture Minister Anies Baswedan, who bagged 39%. Agus Yudhoyono comes in third with about 17% of the votes. The Jakarta poll has been overshadowed by religious tensions with Islamist-led protests against Purnama, a Chinese Christian, and called for voters to vote for a Muslim leader in the city. Purnama is under trial for blasphemy charges stemming from claims that he insulted the Quran, an accusation he denies. Moving on, while many people around the world profess their love on Valentine's Day, Indonesia banned the romantic celebrations in the Muslim-majority nation. Authorities confiscated condoms and banned students from celebrating the festival, saying that it encourages casual sex and is against Muslim culture and teachings. Lastly, onto some happier news. Singapore welcomed more than 600 baby animals last year. Among the happy arrivals are several endangered species native to Southeast Asia, such as the Sunda pangolin, painted terrapin, and proboscis monkey. The saving of a cheetah cub was also one of the highlights at the Singapore Zoo. The cub named Deka was abandoned by her inexperienced first-time mother after she was born on October 3rd. We now head over to Bangkok with our Thailand partner Nation TV for the latest roundup from the Northern ASEAN region.
Thank you, KL, for your updates. And now let's take a look here over the past week in the Northern ASEAN region. We start off with Myanmar. A state media in Myanmar has accused a former military officer of ordering the murder of prominent Muslim lawyer U Kony in late January. Police have arrested a suspected co-plotter Ong Win Zaw and now been hunting down Lieutenant Colonel Ong Win King, who has been implicated by his own brother Zaw, that the former army officer first plotted the murder of the victim in July last year. The state media gave no reason why the former army officer, who the statement said had voluntarily retired in 2014, ordered the murder. The gunman, Ki Lin, who shot dead the victim in broad daylight at an airport, was immediately arrested after his crime on January 29. On to the next story, as Laos has banned a movie from being screened in its cinemas for the first time after 18 months since the first Cineplex was opened in the country. 50 Shades Darker, an American erotic romantic drama named after a book with the same name, was banned from entering Laos. The movie was screened worldwide on February the 10th. The cinema department said it banned the movie on the grounds that its content was obscene. 50 Shades Darker is a sequel to the movie 50 Shades of Grey. And now let's take a look on Vietnam, as Ho Chi Minh City offers tourists a tour around the city with eco-friendly electric buses. Tourists visiting Ho Chi Minh can now ride on 4 electric buses to view the scenery around the city. There are 4 routes in total, each with a cost of at least 10,000 Vietnamese dong, or a little over 40 US cents per trip. One route offers services as early as 5 a.m. and as late as 10 p.m. And Cambodian Education Minister called for youths to abstain from sex on Tuesday as part of an annual call on every Valentine's Day. The official told youths not to be pressured into having sex and abstain from having it altogether, as it was not part of Khmer values. Women's Affairs Minister said that she has also tried to educate youths about the danger of unprotected sex through a radio program. A survey in 2014 conducted in Phnom Penh unveiled that 15.8% of the respondents between the age 15 and 24 plan to have sex on Valentine's Day. And here in Thailand, the United States and Thailand launched annual joint copper gold military exercises on Tuesday. The largest military exercise in the Asia-Pacific region runs from February the 14th to the 24th, as Asia grapples with uncertainty over the direction of American foreign policy under President Donald Trump. Washington sent the head of U.S. Pacific Command Admiral Harry Harris to attend the opening of Copper Gold on Tuesday, the highest-ranking officer to visit Thailand since the coup. The Thai Defense Ministry later made an announcement that the U.S.-Thai relations and military ties of both countries would continue despite an earlier halt in military aid money sent to Thailand and a one-year absence of copper gold in the following year after the military coup in Thailand in 2014. And that's it for this episode of ASEAN Wrap from the Northern ASEAN region. This has been Satapat Pathong, and now back to Kuala Lumpur.
Thank you, Bangkok, and thanks for watching. I'm Victoria Brown. Have a pleasant weekend.